Hey, welcome to the Bettina Show. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm here with my friend JC.
Thank you for having me again.
He's a wonderful guest to have because he's Mr. Fashion. He knows everything. He has been everywhere.
I love the jacket that you...
Oh,
it's not a jacket.
It's a vest. Yeah, actually, I'm squaring a really... This is from Hungary. Mm-hmm. I went to Hungary when I was a kid, and I was very fortunate to get this vest, and I recently retrofitted it so it can fit me now, because I was a whole lot. I was a size 7 back then. So at any rate, it's Hungarian, and we are going to be speaking about all kinds of different countries tonight. In fact,
no wonder it looks very folkloric.
Yeah, we're going to be speaking about fashion throughout all the countries. Okay, so it's going to be native costumes from all different kinds of countries in the world. So that's our theme tonight, and I can't wait to share with you all our exciting stories about different things and our opinions of the fashion.
Yes, and I'm so excited.
Great. And I know that you've traveled quite a bit in your life.
Well, I've just traveled to Hong Kong. And Philippines is where I came from, obviously, but I've traveled to Hong Kong and Korea, just at the airport. But what I love about the airport in Korea is got a museum inside.
Oh my gosh!
So they show you what the kingdoms were like back in 5,000 years ago.
That's really special. Yeah, that's special. They should have that for us too in America. You know, the early 1900s, the early America. And before, you know, when the Indians were here, I mean, we should have that too, our history. We don't have a long history like most countries. We have this mini history. We think we're all that in a bag of chips, but we actually don't have that. Well, we are
a bag of chips, but we should also embrace other cultures.
Yes, we should. And I just wanted to show you, share with you this gorgeous picture behind us is one of my homestay sisters. I stayed in the home of her when I was 17 years old in Austria. And this is Sigrid right here. She's amazing. And I've been trying to get her on Facebook, and she'll someday maybe reach out to me. But hopefully this is a non-copyright picture until then, because she was a professional model, I believe, at one time.
Oh, wow.
So,
that's amazing.
And I turned out to be a designer. How weird is that? Is that great? We were 17-year-olds in school together. Or I visited Austria for a week, their town. And I got the opportunity to go to Hungary, or Italy, Hungary, Greece, Yugoslavia, let's see, Austria. I think those were the countries.
Super cool.
It was fun. So anyway, are we starting on the first picture?
Yes, we're starting with the first picture.
The first picture is of a fantastic dress. This is Trinidadian. Trinidad. And my grandmother gave me this doll back in the day when I was a kid, and I used to play with this little Trinidad doll all the time. And most of all, I loved the petticoats. I mean, she had a lot of petticoats, this girl. And I can't believe, I mean, the fruit on the head. I had to show you the back shot too, because the fruit on the head, all the different prints that are mixed together, which is wonderful. I'm a big print mixer. I have really enjoyed mixing prints. And I don't know, I think that the most important thing about this is this doll was made very, very quality. It lasted. It never broke down. A lot of my dolls, they're kind of, you'll see there's an arm missing, or, there's like we're hiding something that's a flaw. But this was a very good quality Trinidadian, and it's a nice folklore picture with a straw hat too.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous.
So anyway, how about the next one?
Okay, now the next picture
is...
Oh, it's like a flamenco
Spain.
outfit from Spain.
Spain. Yeah,
and she's with her castanets.
This girl, right? She could rock it. I mean, this was one of my, honestly, these dolls were my friends when I was a little girl. My grandparents were very well traveled, And because they'd gone to, they mentioned how many countries, but I can't remember the number. It was almost all the countries. They were very proud of that, you know. So, but they brought me this one from Spain, and I always loved playing with her. I thought she was fantastic with the arms up, you know, and just her gestures, and the hair comb. I love hair combs, and I think that something like a hair comb is something that should come into fashion again. You know?
Yes. Yeah.
Fringe has been in.
Well, that's why we're fashion designers, because we have the responsibility to do that.
I know.
Yeah.
Like, you know what looks good with the hair comb is actually fans. You know, like Asian fans have that same kind of a look in a way.
Yes.
Hair combs and fans are wonderful accessories that we don't utilize in America that much. I think that more people should, you know, carry a decorative hair comb or have one or use a beautiful fan that is gorgeous and it actually makes their outfit look better. You know, come they're hot. We're always hot in Las Vegas.
Yeah, the fan would be nice during the late part of spring and summer, of course. But during the fall, of course, you don't need that.
Yeah. I'll never forget the fans in Hungary. I went to the symphony at night, and the Russian symphony was playing in Hungary. And the driver from our trip, Wolfie and Hansi, Wolfie took me to the symphony. I was the only one who wanted to go on 24 kids. So I went with him to the symphony, and I'll never forget the fans. Everybody had their program going like this, you know, and then the one baby cries and everybody stops and looks. It was really serious symphony goers. I mean, they were serious about their symphony over there. You could tell, get that kid out of here kind of thing. Wow. So I was impressed by their seriousness and love for passion for music. And the fans were, when, you know, people were using fans with their programs, and I'll never forget that sight, because you don't really see that in America. It's like a little thing. People don't realize travel is so good because you see so many little idiosyncrasies that you just don't see in America.
Yes.
So that was really fun at 17 to experience.
Yes.
Anyway, the next one is Sweden.
Ooh,
that's my heritage. I'm a Swedish.
The land of ABBA. I love it.
Yeah, I'm a Swedish Scottish girl, and so this little girl.
And Volvo.
And Volvo, exactly. My mom had one. You know, I mean, that was
And does Toblerone come from Sweden too? No.
Who? Borg.
Toblerone.
Borg did.
The chocolate.
Oh, I don't know.
Toblerone.
I don't know about the chocolate. No big chocoholics in my family, so we weren't all about chocolate, but it's good to know your chocolates. We should have a whole show about chocolate. You know.
Well, I'm just talking about Toblerone because you mentioned Sweden, so I thought that
But we should have a show about chocolate. But at any rate, the Swedish Midsummer Nights Festival, which is every, I believe, summer. You go there and they have the maple pole and all these people going around with the ribbons, and it's a big deal, and they celebrate for a whole week or two, and they eat a lot of fish and a lot of amazing different desserts and fun foods, and I've never gotten to go, but a lot of my relatives have gone over to that festival, and I someday would love to see it and see the real costumes in person. But the Swedish traditional native costume is really neat. I'm proud of the red, you know, and that's why I love red, I think.
I love red
hearts.
Too,
Red hearts. They're all on the Christmas trees in Sweden. Red hearts. And it's all about the red hearts.
I love red satin dresses.
That's their thing. Well, at any rate, are we doing one more before the segment ends? Okay. Are we switching to the next?
No, we're good.
We'll keep going. Okay. The next one, I have to tell you, I'm not 100% sure where this one is from. And if any viewers want to call in and let me know, because most of these have, the ones that were a little tricky, they have, a lot of them have the tag in the back or something, but for whatever reason, I can't remember exactly which country this is from. What do you think?
Budapest? Perhaps?
It might be Hungarian.
Yes.
Yeah, it has a really neat festival.
Very rich
I love the jewelry, big jewels, big chains, headdress with the lace on the top of the head. Lots of petticoats again and the bright colors. I'd like to know the exact origin of this one because this is one of my favorites actually. So I just got these dolls out after many years of being in a box. I would put them on my Christmas tree at Christmas. I had like a whole tree of dolls from around the world, and finally brought them out this year for this, and I ironed them and steamed them up, and you know, hopefully they're enjoying themselves, these little dolls getting out of the box. But I want to find out the name, what the origin is of this one. At any rate, the next one, oh, we're about to leave for a segment. That was it for the first part of dolls from around the world. And we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you when we get back.
Yes.